Jacksonville, this is JCB Racing. 12 of our drivers have been seated into the bracket, but 4 of our fastest drivers from last weekend in Orlando have an automatic buy-in into round 2. But first up, 8 trucks go head-to-head. Jacksonville, I need to hear you if you're ready for JCB Racing.
Our first head-to-head matchup here in round 1, racing out of the blue lane. Please welcome Kevin Crocker, Megalodon. And his opponent racing out of the gray lane. Please welcome Joe Foley, Axe. Megalodon is currently 1-0 in head-to-heads against Axe. The winner who advances on will see Barry Musauer and Zombie in round 2. We've got Axe to the line first, followed by Megalodon. It's time to go racing! I'm getting word there is a 5-second penalty on Megalodon. So it will be Joe Foley, Axe, advancing on. You can see in that super glued to the action replay, the right tires missed the boundary of the ramp. You can see only the left tires made it into that white chalk line there, so he was assessed a 5-second penalty. It will be Joe Foley, Axe, advancing on with a time of 21.606. We're going to continue on here in round 1 in the blue lane. Please welcome Cole Stevens, Thunderoris. And his opponent in the gray lane, it's Dalton Weiner, Jurassic Attack. This is a first time meeting for the 2 dinosaurs here on Stadium Championship Series East as Thunderoris pulls up to the line first, followed by Dalton Weiner, Jurassic Attack. Let's go green! So Thunderoris advances on to see Lucas Stabilizer in round 2. We're going to take a look at the super glued to the action replay. 2 great race passes from both of our competitors. Thunderoris clocks in a time of 20.370. That is the fastest time of the night so far. Our third head-to-head matchup in the blue lane. Please welcome Jim Kohler, Avenger. And his opponent in the gray lane is Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. Classroom Crusher is 3-1 in head-to-heads against Jim Kohler and Avenger. We're going to wait for those staging lights lit at the far end of each race lane. Outside yellow lights means our drivers need to fire their engines and head to the starting line. 2 yellow lights means they are staged and ready to go, and they'll be looking for that green light. We've got Classroom Crusher to the starting line first. We are waiting the approach of Avenger. We're waiting for those 2 yellow lights there for Jim Kohler. Here we go. And they're reset, so both of our drivers need to back up and restage themselves to the starting line. We've got both of our drivers set and ready to go. Crusher and Camden Murphy advancing on into round 2. He will see Armando Castro, El Toro Loco in round 2. We're going to take a look at that replay brought to you by the original Super Glue. You saw that Avenger kind of got hooked up on that far right turn there in the blue lane. Cost him probably a crucial second or two there, but it is Classroom Crusher and Camden Murphy who will advance on. This will be our last head-to-head matchup here coming up. 19.877 for Classroom Crusher. That is the fastest time of the night. In the blue lane, it's Mike Christensen, Vendetta. And his opponent racing out of the gray lane, Chris Kohler, Mayhem. Vendetta sports a 2-1 racing record against Mayhem. The winner will see Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger in round 2. We're awaiting that outside yellow light for our drivers there from our staging lights. The go-ahead for Mayhem, but we are waiting on Vendetta's staging light there. We're going to see a Vendetta head to the starting line, and we'll see 2 yellow lights. 1 yellow light there. We are going to go to the replay. Jacksonville, who do you think your winner is? I'm hearing Vendetta, I'm hearing Mayhem. We're going to take a look at the photo finish. It is Chris Kohler, Mayhem. Take a look at that time. 19.828. That is now the fastest time of the night. The track seems to get faster and faster with every race pass.
This is round 2 of JCB Racing. Our fastest 4 drivers have advanced to this round. Now they're going to compete against the 4 drivers who had that automatic buy-in from the fastest time of last weekend, but only 4 can make it to the semifinal round. Make some noise if you're ready for JCB Racing.
We're getting ready for round 2 here. For the first time here tonight in the blue lane, it's Bari Musauer, Zombie. And advancing on into round 2 there in the gray lane, we have Joe Foley, Axe. Zombie has a 2-0 head-to-head racing record this 2025 season against Axe. The winner will advance on into your semi-final round. They're ready to go. Your winner advancing on, Zombie. Series Seasons points lead is on the line here with Bari Musauer and Zombie now moving into the semifinal round. As you can take a look at the replay brought to you by the original Super Glue. Awaiting his official time, brought to you by our Finish Links timing system, accurate to 1/10,000th of a second. We use that in the Indy 500 and the Olympics as well. There it is, a 20.127. We're going to move on here with our next head-to-head matchup in the blue lane. Advancing on into round 2, we've got Cole Stevens and Thunder Roris. And for the first time here tonight in the gray lane, it's Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. Lucas Stabilizer has a 2-1 racing record against Thunder Roars here this season. As they get ready to the line, Thunder Roars looking to make it an even score here tonight. Advancing on into your semifinal round, we're going to wait his official time. Keep in mind the fastest race pass between him and Zombie will decide lane choice. Thunder Roar's looking real smooth around those corners. Fastest time of the night, 19.777. Thunder Roar's and Colt Stevens has lane choice against Zombie. For the first time here tonight, racing out of the blue lane, it's Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. And in the gray lane, advancing on into round two, we got Camden Murphy and Classroom Crusher. Now, Classroom Crusher has a 5-0 advantage here in the head-to-heads against El Toro Loco. So, El Toro Loco and Armando Castro looking for some revenge here tonight in Jacksonville, who will move on into your semifinal round. We're about to find out. They're ready, they're set, let's go! The big spin out by Classroom Crusher, which means El Toro Loco advances on. That gray lane giving some issues to our drivers. A majority of those races have been won in the blue lane. Take a look at that replay there. Fastest time of the night once again. We've got it up, coming up on the video board. 19.693. This is our last head-to-head matchup in round two for the first time here tonight. Racing out of the blue lane, Tyler Menninga, Gravedigger. And in the gray lane, advancing on into round two, Chris Kohler and Mayhem. Gravedigger sporting a 4-0 racing record in head-to-heads against Mayhem here this 2025 season. Mayhem looking to take a win here tonight and advance on. Remember, the winner of this matchup will need to get a time faster than 19.693 in order to receive lane choice against Armando Castro and El Toro Loco. It's time to go green! It is Mayhem and Chris Kohler advancing on. This is huge for points. Casey, I want to bring you into this conversation. It looks like it's probably a transmission issue, if not a motor. This could be huge for points for Barbie Sour and Zombie in the series season's points chase.
Well, when it comes to, and there's Tyler right there, go ahead and show him some love. This is a competition of what the drivers can do, but also a competition of the machines. And Kay, yesterday in Monster Jam racing practice, after racing practice was done, we saw Gravedigger do a couple extra laps out here on the track, kind of trying to open that truck up a little bit. You could tell that he thought, is there something going on with my truck? Is it the motor? Is it the transmission? We're seeing those repercussions down on the track, but luckily Matt Gahn, Gravedigger crew chief, is one of the best in the business. They're taking that truck in the back to inspect it.
All right, so that's a 19.745 for Chris Kohler and Mayhem. You know, the disappointment here for Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger this season, just some unlucky things have happened with his truck. It's not him as a driver. He has been super solid when he has a good running truck, right, Casey?
Absolutely, Kay. I'll give you guys an update from the back of the pits as soon as we have it a little bit later.
Awesome. Thank you so much. 19.745 for Chris Kohler and Mayhem. He will advance on to see El Toro Loco. El Toro Loco will have lane choice.
Monster Jam fans, I'm here in the stands now with Joe. Man, who do you got with you tonight?
I got Jessica, Isabella, and Baby Joe.
Okay, well, I got something really cool for you guys. 4 passes to go backstage to meet the drivers after the event. What do you think?
That'd be great. That'd be wonderful.
Okay, but first, Ain't nothing for free, you know that, right? Okay, so you gotta win it. Let's play some Monster Jam trivia and see how much you know. Out the answer if you think you know. It's definitely not toothpaste if you want 50-50, but what do you think it is?
Steel?
What?
Fiberglass?
Fiberglass is D. Is he right? Let's see. The answer is fiberglass, baby. Yeah, they are. All right, here you go. Meet and greet for you. Go back behind the stage after the event to meet all the drivers. And if you guys want to meet the drivers at the event too, or any Monster Jam event, Kay has more info.
There you see it up on the video board. If you take out your phone right now, we'll give you a couple seconds to scan that QR code. Limited seats available here for the post-event meet and greet. You can get more information on how you can meet all of our superstar drivers here tonight. Get pictures and autographs from your favorite drivers. Again, there is a limited space available here for the post-event meet and greet. Scan that QR code right now.
Monster Jam fans, 4 of our fastest drivers have advanced to this round, but only 2 can make it to the final round. Make some noise if you're ready for JCB Racing. Yeah.
We're going to get ready here for our semi-final round. In the blue lane, we've got Colt Stevens and Thunder Auroras. And in the gray lane, we've got Barney Musauer and Zombie. Now, Thunder Auroras did have lane choice, and as expected, pushes Zombie into the gray lane. That blue lane, Casey, has been, it seems to be the faster and less tackier of the turns. You can see right now our JCB equipment is really focusing on that gray lane.
Yeah, absolutely. That far turn lane seems to be where we're seeing some trouble for our drivers. Take Camden Murphy and Classroom Crusher, for example, had a really clean pass. Coming around that final turn is where he got caught. So we're going to see which lane ends up being the more dominant lane, but as of right now, Kay, it seems like everybody's kind of tending to pick that blue lane.
Absolutely, and you can see our dirt crew now working on those turns here as we're going to get set here for our semi-final round. This is going to be huge for points, Casey, especially in our series season's points chase. Already there in the semi-final round is Barry Musauer and Zombie, who came in here only 2 points behind Tyler Meninga and Gravedigger.
That's right. With this victory, with what's happened in racing so far, I believe Barry Musauer and Zombie has already taken the series lead, so this was huge for points. And again, as soon as we get an update from Gravedigger, from crew chief Matt Gahn in the back, we will let all of our fans know exactly what's happening back there. But I know that Tyler's probably really keeping his fingers crossed that he can get back in the competition today.
Such a bummer there for Tyler Meninga and Gravedigger. He is such a competitor here, and I know a lot of Gravedigger fans here in the building as well in Everbank Stadium. Take a look at the racing bracket here, brought to you by JCB. We've got Zombie going up against Thunder Roars here in our semifinal round, and of course the last head-to-head matchup will be El Toro Loco and Mayhem. And El Toro Loco will have lane choice. He had a 19.693 versus the 19.745 collected by Chris Kohler and Mayhem. So it'll be interesting to see where El Toro Loco pushes Mayhem. We're going to get ready here for our semifinal round. You can see those staging lights lit for both of our drivers as we await them to get to the starting line here for our semifinal round. They're both to the line. It's time for your semifinal round. That deserves a photo finish. Duval, who do you think your winner is? I see a lot of Zombie arms. I'm hearing Thunder Roars. It depends on where you're sitting here inside of Everbank Stadium. But your winner is... Look at that! 19.966. 51 hundredths of a second. What a phenomenal race pass by both of these competitors. 19.966 collected by Zombie, and he will advance on into your JCB Racing final round. This will be our last head-to-head matchup in the semi-final round. It will be in the blue lane, El Toro Loco and Armando Castro going up against Chris Kohler and Mayhem in the gray lane. The winner will see Zombie in your JCB Racing final round, and the winner of this matchup must get a time faster than 19.966 in order to get lane choice. We await the approach of Mayhem to the starting line. El Toro Loco ready to go here. We're gonna get set to go green. Chris Kohler, Mayhem. This will be the first JCB Racing final round appearance for Mayhem and Chris Kohler. And the fastest time, look at that, between the two, 19.361. He will have lane choice and the fastest time of the night.
Jacksonville, you having a good time? Let me hear you. This is the final round of JCB Racing. Our fastest two drivers have made it to this round, but only one can take home the first 12 points of the night. Let's hear it for your final contenders.
In the blue lane, he is your 2024 Entertainer of the Year. From Orlando, Florida, it's Barry Musauer, Zombie. Representing Team Scream, a second-generation driver in the gray lane, Chris Kohler, Mayhem. Chris Kohler and Mayhem had lane choice. He opts to stay in the gray lane and gives Barry Musauer and Zombie his favorited lane here, the blue lane. We will see if this pays off here for Mayhem, making his very first final round appearance in the 2025 season. They're going to get ready to do battle here in your final round. 12 points are on the line for both of our drivers. Who will set the tone here tonight? We await the approach of Mayhem to the starting line. They're ready, they are set, let's go green! Our JCB Racing winner is Bari Musauer Zombie. He continues on with the fury. Last weekend, he was our JCB Racing winner in Orlando, Florida. He continues on here with another victory. Bari Musauer Zombie, 19.517. Jacksonville, make some noise for your JCB Racing winner, Bari Musauer Zombie.
Bari, a huge congratulations to you. This isn't just any ordinary racing victory. With this win, you now have a 5-point lead in the chase for the series championship. It has been such a close race between you and Gravedigger in the chase for the series championship. Talk to us about how you've remained cool and calm in every single competition to make this happen.
Well, you know, Casey, I live in Florida. That's how I remain calm. Duval! Woo! You know, Casey, I got my family here. I got my neighbors here. I got some friends here. We're just having a blast. I don't know about that race against me and Colt. It looked like he might have edged me out, but you know what? Sometimes luck is on your side. I'm not sure what's wrong with his truck, but I hope he gets back. You know, I've been wanting to race Chris Kohler. What a great competitor. You know, he's been a little down this season, so I'm trying to pump him up every chance I get. Hopefully this boosts your racing total out there for you, Chris, man. That was an awesome race. But you know what, Jacksonville, you guys having fun at Monster Jam? Make some noise!
These fans are loving the action, and we have 2 more competitions coming up. Next up is the skills competition. I've noticed out here on the track, it looks a little slick, which can be kind of tricky for this next competition. Talk to us about how you're going to keep the momentum rolling into the skills competition.
You know, in skills, I'm strategic. You know, I like to watch everybody go before I go. When I get to go last, which is sometimes awesome. Sometimes it's not the greatest because you got to top whatever your competitors do out here. So, man, these are some of the best Monster Jam athletes in the world right here in Jacksonville. I'm so happy I get to do this at a high level after 15 years in front of my home state crowd. Jacksonville, let's go!
Take a look at the winning run there by Bari Musauer and Zombie, going up a very fast Chris Kohler and Mayhem. He takes the first 12 points of the night and continues on that winning streak started in Orlando, Florida. The bird's eye view there, and now the series season's points chase. Where we stand right now for Stadium Championship Series East. It is now Bari Musauer and Zombie who takes the lead. 5 points behind him, Tyler Menninga in Gravedigger. 66 points behind our leader is Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher, Jurassic Attack, El Toro Loco, and Thunder Roars round out your top 6. Now we're moving on to the BKT overall event leaderboard, and with that, Zombie now has the first 12 points of the night, followed by Chris Kohler and Mayhem with 11. El Toro Loco currently sitting in 3rd. Thunder Roars, Lucas Stabilizer, and Classroom Crusher are your top 6 here in the BKT overall event leaderboard. Our next competition coming up is the Monster Jam Skills Challenge, and this is where you, the fans, will have your first opportunity to use judgeszone.com and, of course, help us crown a winner. You're going to see some pretty crazy moves out there, bicycles, maybe some combination moves, wheelies, stoppies, poppers. You never know what you're going to see out on the track. And, of course, to take a deeper dive into some of those moves you might see out on the track, let's take a look at the video board.
Monster Jam fans, I'm here with Bobby and Molly here, and they are going to try to win a prize, okay? We're going to play mini jams. All right, let's put them up on the Monster Jam video screen right there. And who we have here? Let's see. Oh, El Toro Loco. We have Gravedigger and Megalodon. Which one are you rooting for, Molly?
Megalodon.
Yeah, she is. All right, let the races begin. Looks like it's a close one. Well, look at that. Megalodon is the winner. How does it feel, Molly, that Megalodon won? You happy?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm even more happier. I got something. This is a Monster Jam Megalodon Loop of Doom, brought to you by Spin Master from us here at Monster Jam to you. And if you guys want your very own Spin Master, pick one up wherever you buy your toys.
We're going to talk a little bit about the timing system. I know we had some very close races here coming into the JCB racing competition, but this is brought to you by the Finish Links timing system. It is accurate to 1/10,000th of a second, and what it does is also gives us video confirmation on who your winners are. From our perspective, I think a lot of us thought that it was Thunder Aurorus, and of course, from certain other perspectives, it might have looked like Zombie was the winner, but you can see how close this race actually was. It was literally coming down to the fiberglass body of Zombie, maybe the teeth per se, or the mouth for Zombie, but that is how we crowned our winner here for the semifinal round against Zombie and Thunder Aurorus. We're going to get into our next competition. It is Monster Jam Skills Challenge. Of course, our drivers will have 2 attempts to throw down their best tricks on just 2 wheels, or they can do 1 Monster Jam donut. Again, you might see some poppers, stoppies, wheelies, bicycles, moonwalk combinations, or maybe the newest inventive move from our Monster Jam drivers. All right, you the fans are going to be in charge of scoring, and for more on that, let's throw it back to Jabari, who's in the stands.
Yeah, that's right, Kay. Monster Jam is completely unscripted. You the fans are going to score this next competition. I'm going to show you guys how to do that right now. Everybody take out your cell phones and go to your browser and head to judgeszone.com. All right, judgeszone.com. We also have the QR code. You can scan that, and it will take you to judgeszone.com. Now, after that, you're going to see your city code. Your city code is JAC. JAC is your city code on judgeszone.com. Now, after you do that, you're going to see the BKT tire. You're going to have 20 seconds after the competition ends. Either myself or Kay will let you know when scoring is open. You're going to move that BKT tire up into the green to score the highest, or down into the red to score low. And then, like I said, 20 seconds to lock in those scores. Make some noise, Jacksonville, if you're ready for more Monster Jam.
Our first competitor up, it's Kevin Crocker, Megalodon. That will count as an attempt. He tries to use the Morgan & Morgan backflip. Tries to pop it up there on the front tires, but sets those back tires down, so that is considered one attempt. Back into the reverse popper. Rides it up across the racing ramp.
Let's hear it for Kevin Crocker, Megalodon. Right now is your chance. Head to judgeszone.com. You can also scan that QR code. 20 seconds. Lock in those scores now.
You can use that super glue glued to the action replay to get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. So make sure you keep an eye out for those replays as we take a look at that second attempt there. The wheelie after the reverse popper. Scores are locked in. Let's take a look at the video board. Your score for Megalodon, 5.484. Our next driver up, it's Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack. We got the popper back into a little bit of a moonwalk. Walks it up across the ramp. One more attempt remaining for Dalton Widener and Jurassic Attack. The popper, and you can see those back tires there moving left and right, putting a lot of pressure on the front tires as well. The steering wheel is out on the track. No hands.
Let's hear it for Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack. 20 seconds. Lock in those scores right now, judgeszone.com.
The second attempt there for Jurassic Attack. Doesn't use the steering wheel. Puts a lot of pressure on those front tires. Moves it left and right there for the back tires. Scores are locked. Your score for Jurassic Attack is... great score, 8.614, and he is now your new leader. So take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay, and you can see those back tires using the rear steer, and then using that front steering wheel as well. And then you can see right there, pops the steering wheel out of the windshield, throws it out. Great run there for Dalton Widener and Jurassic Attack. Coming up next, we got Jim Kohler, Avenger. left.
Let's hear it for Solar Avenger. 20 seconds. Locking in those scores right now, judgeszone.com.
He went for another bicycle attempt and then went into the sidewall, tried to save it, but just got a little hooked up there, ended up on his lid. You can see the super glue glued to the action replay. The first attempt, a really nice bicycle sidewall save back on all fours, and then that second attempt right, it was the sidewall donut back up, but just a little too much, and he lands on the side. Scores are locked in. Your score for Jim Kohler and Avenger is a 7.523. Now we're going to check in with our pit reporter, KCG. We've kind of swapped here. I'm inside of Everbank Stadium. You're back at the desk. You checked in with Gravedigger. Tell us what's going on, Casey.
That's right, Kay. Well, we do have a pitting area here in the tunnel where we can get some footage, but as you guys saw with Gravedigger, when he went to do his race pass, he was coming down the straightaway, and all of that smoke was coming off of the truck. They took that truck not to the pits in the tunnel, all the way to the back by the trailers. I just came in from there, and it is a blown motor for Gravedigger. So I got some footage from the back. We'll go ahead and put them up on the screen. The tough thing about a blown motor is we've seen one swapped in an event before. We've seen it swapped in about an hour. But that engine right there is a Chevy Big Block supercharged V8, generates about 1,500 horsepower. And after it comes off the track from that race pass, those components are super hot. Our crew chiefs and technicians can't just get in there and touch it right away. They have to wait for it to cool down a little bit. So as you can see, they've drained all of the fluid out of the engine. They're starting to unhook everything. And previously, we have seen an engine swapped in about an hour in an event. But Tyler Menega, a Gravedigger driver, is now driving a brand new Gravedigger 44. And when they redesigned the chassis of Gravedigger, they made it 5 inches shorter. So previously, they were able to take out and put in the engine a little bit easier. But now they have to take the engine and kind of turn it a little bit, put it in at an angle, and it's a little bit more tricky. So the crew's back there working on it. We're going to update you through the event to see if it's possible for him to make it back. But I know that Tyler Menega and Gravedigger is really frustrated and really bummed right now. We'll definitely keep you guys updated.
Casey, thank you so much for that Northern Tool pit report. A bummer there for Gravedigger, but of course some good news there for Zombie fans as we continue on in the series season's points chase. You can check out where we stand in the Monster Jam Skills leaderboard. Jurassic Attack currently is the score to beat, 8.614. We're moving right along with our next driver up, Mike Christensen, Vendetta. The slap wheelie. Wheelies it across the track here. One more attempt for Mike Christensen and Vendetta.
Let's hear it for Mike Christensen, Vendetta. Lock in those scores, 20 seconds, judgeszone.com.
We see the slap wheelie attempt for the first attempt there for Vendetta. And then he uses the Gray Racing ramp to try to get in that popper combination move there. Get those scores locked in. You've got about 5 seconds left at judgeszone.com. Remember the score to beat right now, Jurassic Attack 8.614. Scores are locked in. Let's see that score for Vendetta. You gave him a score of 5.595. Up next, we got Joe Foley, X. Into another slap wheelie. One more attempt remaining for Joe Foley. Axe. The bicycle into the same.
Let's hear it for Joe Foley, X. 20 seconds, lock in those judgeszone.com.
Two great attempts from Axe and Joe Foley. Take a look at the super glued to the action replay, the slap wheelie, and then does a little bounce back into the slap wheelie once again, rides it across the track, and then the second attempt is your bicycle. There, back into the save, back into a nice move there for Joe Foley and Axe. Your scores are locked in. Let's see that score. 7.294. All right, so Jurassic Attack still is the score to beat, 8.614. Jim Kohler and Avenger currently sitting in second, and Joe Foley and Axe now sit in third. Vendetta and Megalodon round out our 5 drivers that have competed so far. A lot more drivers remain here in our skills challenge. Get those trucker horn signals going for Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. Popper into a nose wheelie. She's kind of dancing it on those front BKT tires. Back into a little moonwalk. One more attempt left. Another popper into a nose wheelie. Does a bounce back into the reverse popper, into
Make some noise for Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. 20 seconds, let's lock in those scores, judgeszone.com.
What a combination there on the second attempt for Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer. The first attempt being the popper. She was kind of dancing around there on the front tires, moves it back into a moonwalk and then sets it down. And then out of the gray lane has that nice combination. All right, the score to beat is Jurassic Attack 8.614. Cynthia, she's ready to see that score. What is the score for Lucas Stabilizer? We got a new leader, 8.685. Take a look at the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. You see the popper into the nose wheelie. Goes back into the moonwalk, sets it down, but then goes back into the reverse popper, into that combination, back into the wheelie across the gray racing ramp. Nice combination move there for Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer. The big risk turns into a big reward as she is the score to beat. Our next driver up, it's Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. Popper, moonwalk, walks it down. Can he walk it back up? At a standstill. Look at the control, the balancing act. He pops it up off the Morgan & Morgan backflip into a nose wheelie. There he's in a stoppy position.
Let's hear it for Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. Let's go ahead and lock in those scores, beautiful people. Judgeszone.com, 20 seconds.
Two solid attempts here for Classroom Crusher and Camden Murphy. There he is. Get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. The code JAC. He's telling you to score high, and we are going to see right now what that score is. The score to beat Lucas Stabilizer, 8.685. Your score for Classroom Crusher is 8.970. We got a new leader. The school bus does not disappoint, and neither does Camden Murphy. We've got a new leader. Take a look at the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. The two solid attempts there. The popper back into the moonwalk, walks it up across the bank and the berm of our racing ramp and stops literally in the middle of his run. Goes into that second attempt, though, off the Morgan & Morgan backflip as well. 2 solid attempts there for our new leader, Classroom Crusher. Continuing on, our next driver up, Colt Stevens, Thunderoris. One more attempt remaining for Colt Stevens and Thunderoris, the popper off the gray racing ramp. Looks like he was lining up for the bicycle attempt. 1 attempt remaining. He does have the green light. Looks like he's trying to fire that engine.
For Colt Stevens, Thunderoris. 20 seconds. Lock in those scores right now. JudgesZone.com.
And we see Shelby Fisher, his crew chief, running back, and we see Thunderoris heading back into the crash zone. You just saw not enough power there on both of his attempts, which of course is not normal here with those 1,500 horsepower. Scores are locked in. Your score coming up on the video board for Thunderoris, 3.153. We have our next driver up. It is Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. We see the smoke come out of the Crazy Bull. 1 more attempt remaining for El Toro Loco. One attempt remaining here. Waiting to see what is going on here for El Toro Loco. We've got Daniel Lopez running out right now. His crew chief checking on El Toro Loco. We saw 1 great attempt, though, for Armando Castro. Waiting to see the word here. Armando Castro and El Toro Loco has the most wins here in the Monster Jam Skills Challenge in 2025. And unfortunately, that will do it for El Toro Loco.
Head to JudgesZone.com. Lock in those scores. for Armando Castro, El Toro Loco.
Unfortunately for El Toro Loco, only one attempt there, but a great attempt. So time to get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. We'll take a look at the super glued to the action replay. The popper into the nose wheelie, and then of course those back tires moving side to side with a little smoke. 7.523 is your score for El Toro Loco.
Monster Jam fans, I'm here in the stands having fun here with McQuez here. You got your whole family here, but I got something really cool for you and the entire family. $100 gift certificate to Circle K. His eyes got huge when I said $100, right? Okay, but you have to win it. We're going to play something called the Helmet Shuffle. Okay, we're going to put it up on the Monster Jam video board. This is how it works. We're going to put the trophy underneath the middle helmet. You got to keep your eye on the middle helmet because it's going to shuffle around, okay? 3, 2, 1, shuffle them. All right, shout it out. Whoa! $100 is on the line. Seems like everybody over here is helping you out. What do you think, little man?
3.
He thinks it's 3. You think it's 3 too?
Yeah, I'm going with 3 too.
He just going with 3. Let's unveil the first one and see if he's right. Is it under 1? No. How about 2? No. So then it's got to be under number 3. Here you go. All right, I'll give it to you. Make sure you put gas in the car. $100 gift certificate. Kay has more info.
Huge congratulations to you on winning that $100 gift certificate. Hey, Circle K's new free Inner Circle membership program makes filling up rewarding. Sign up and save 25 cents per gallon on your first 5 fill-ups. Make life easier. Start saving on fuel when you download the Circle K app and join today. It is free. Make sure you download that app right now and receive 25 cents off of your fill up there for the first 5 fill-ups. We're going to continue on here in our Monster Jam Skills Challenge. Coming up next, Chris Kohler, Mayhem. Chris Kohler and Mayhem swaying side to side. Uses the trench box off the Morgan & Morgan backflip for a popper into a nose wheelie. One more attempt remaining. Another popper into a nose wheelie off the trench box. Slaps it back down in reverse. Reverse slap wheelie.
Let's hear it for Chris Kohler, Mayhem. Let's lock in those scores, 20 seconds, judgeszone.com.
I think that's the first reverse slap wheelie we have seen this year. What an incredible run there for Chris Kohler and Mayhem. Time to get those scores locked in for our second to last competitor here of Monster Jam Skills Challenge. As we take a look at that replay, your scores are tabulating. The score to beat, Classroom Crusher 8.970. Your scores are locked. Jacksonville, let me see that score for Mayhem. Wow, 7.654. Good enough for the fourth spot. He is our last driver up. It is Barry Musauer, Zombie. Slap wheelie, hands up in the air. One more attempt remaining here for Zombie.
Let's hear it for Barry Musauer, Zombie. Let's lock in those scores, Jacksonville. 20 seconds. What did you think? Let us know, judgeszone.com.
Take a look at the replays there. The slap wheelie for the first attempt. And then we've got the popper. He is our last driver of the Monster Jam Skills Challenge. Scores are locked. Your score to beat, Classroom Crusher 8.970. Your score for Zombie is 7.849, which means your Monster Jam Skills Challenge winner is Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher.
Camden, congratulations for taking home your second Skills Challenge competition win for 2025. This competition is where you can get creative, innovative. Talk to us about how you did it.
You know, honestly, well, first things first, I can't get out of my own way in racing this year. It has been tough, but man, you know what? It's all about the skills competition. This track is super, super tricky out here. It's a little bit ruddy, a little bit tacky, but man, I was hoping that we could try to put a new little trick over there and try to walk it up the race lane, walk it back up the backside, but man, I couldn't get that thing up any higher. But man, I don't think I've ever seen a school bus stand on the front two tires. If you guys, I think that was awesome. What do you guys think?
Well, up next, it is the competition that so many of our fans have come here for, and that's Monster Jam Freestyle. Right now, as far as the overall event points go, there's a three-way tie for second place. So it's all going to come down to Monster Jam Freestyle. Talk to us about what your plans are.
You know, Jacksonville, you guys are loud, you guys are rowdy, and I come here to absolutely tear this truck up. We're going to take this Classroom Crusher Monster Jam truck and drive it till it won't drive anymore. This truck looks real nice right now, but I can promise you one thing, it is not going to look good here tonight. Jacksonville, are you guys ready for some more Monster Jam?
Huge congratulations there to Camden Murphy and Classroom Crusher. He is your Monster Jam Skills Challenge winner. It's been an exciting first half of Monster Jam action. Zombie now is our leader here in our series season's points chase, of course, taking home that JCB Racing victory. And Camden Murphy and Classroom Crusher, of course, our Skills Challenge winner. It is halftime right now. Be sure to head up to the concourse, grab your official Monster Jam merchandise. Meet us right back here because Monster Jam Freestyle is coming up next.
We've reached the pinnacle of today's event, the legendary competition of all time, Jacksonville. This is Monster Jam. Yeah.
.41 seconds left on the clock. 40 seconds now left on the clock for Kevin Crocker, Megalodon. We are getting word that he will be able to refire. Some issues there out on the track. 40 seconds left there for Kevin Crocker, Megalodon. A great run so far. Waiting for the official word, and we are getting the official word. He can refire. He's got 40 seconds left on the clock. Lands a Morgan & Morgan, backflip, goes into the reverse popper, continues on his run.
Make some noise for Kevin Crocker, Megalodon. 20 seconds, let's lock in those scores. JudgesZone.com.
What a freestyle run from Kevin Crocker and Megalodon. And we have seen this time and time again here throughout the 2025 season, coming out first in freestyle and just laying down a solid freestyle. Kevin Crocker, Megalodon. Let's see those scores. They're locked in. What? 9.203. What a score for you fans. That is going to be a tough one to beat here. That is a high score for Kevin Crocker and Megalodon. Our second driver up, it's Mike Christensen, Vendetta. Our USHRA safety officials out on the track right now, just ensuring everyone's safety and everything is going okay. The red light there for Vendetta. We'll be looking for that green light here coming up. Mike Christensen, our second driver here of Monster Jam Freestyle. The high score there for Megalodon and Kevin Crocker. 9.203. That is the score to beat. Seconds left on the clock. He lands the Morgan and Morgan backflip. Continues on his run with some big air.
Let's hear it for Mike Christensen, Vendetta. Let's lock in those scores. Judgeszone.com, 20 seconds.
Our second competitor, Mike Christensen, Vendetta, throwing down a solid freestyle run. Will it be enough, though, to take the lead away from Kevin Crocker and Megalodon, who absolutely showed up and showed out here? Take a look at the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. Use that as the highlight reel for our drivers, and they'll help you get those scores locked in. Score to beat 9.203. Your score for Vendetta is another great score, 8.494. You can see the replay there from Vendetta. And of course, you'll see replays from each and every one of our drivers here throughout our freestyle competition. Use that to help you get those scores locked in accurately and fairly here for Monster Jam Freestyle. On deck, we've got Jurassic Attack, Mayhem, Axe, and El Toro Loco. Our next driver up, Dalton Winder, Jurassic Attack. The clock is paused at 44 seconds, but it does look like he has broken the sway bar. And that will do it for Jurassic Attack.
Head to judgeszone.com. 20 seconds, lock in those scores for Dalton Winder in Jurassic Attack.
Take a look at the replay up on the video board there for Dalton Winder, Jurassic Attack. Just a hard landing there, broken sway bar. Unfortunate early end to the freestyle run there for Dalton Winder. Scores are locked in. Your score for Jurassic Attack is, you gave him a 6.308. Up next, we got Chris Kohler, Mayhem. Clock is paused at 46 seconds. He lands the Morgan and Morgan backflip, but takes a hard landing there. We'll see if he's able to refire and continue on the run. 46 seconds left. Our USHRA safety officials are going to go check on him right now and the Mayhem truck, but it looks like he may be done with the run. And he is done. Scoring is open.
Let's hear it for Chris Kohler, Mayhem. 20 seconds. Let's lock in those scores. Judgeszone.com.
Take a look at the replay there from Mayhem. Now he is in a three-way tie with Lucas Stabilizer and Classroom Crusher here for second right now. And we're taking a look at that replay. We'll see what the scores are for you, the fans here in Jacksonville, as the score to beat still 9.203 from Megalodon. Scores are locked in. There you go, 7.536.
Monster Jam fans, we're having so much fun here in the stands. We're about to play something called Name That Truck. All right, who do you got here with you?
Ian and Riot.
Ian and Brian, here we go. We're going to slowly reveal our Monster Jam truck. You guys have to guess which one it is, okay? Let's put it up and see what we have. Okay, I see a little bit of blue. You know what it is?
Yeah.
Megalodon.
What do you think it is?
Megalodon.
All right, he says it's Megalodon. Is he right? Yeah, buddy. I don't have a Megalodon, but I do have a little El Toro Loco mini jam for you. Thank you so much for playing Name That Truck.
Congratulations to our little future Monster Jam driver there. Name that truck. All right, you take a look at the Monster Jam Freestyle Competition leaderboard. Kevin Crocker and Megalodon. Your score to beat 9.203. Vendetta, Mike Christensen 8.494. Mayhem and Jurassic Attack round out our four drivers that have competed. On deck, we've got Axe, El Toro Loco, Thunder Roars, and Classroom Crusher. So there's a lot more freestyle left to be had here at Everbank Stadium as we await our next competitor up. That is the Monster Jam Freestyle Competition Leaderboard. Our next driver up is Joe Foley, Axe. .71 seconds left on the clock. He's asking to be refired. The big air back into the save. He is looking to be refired. He's asking, refire. He's got the green light. He's going to continue on his run. 71 seconds left for Axe. He lines up for the Morgan & Morgan backflip. And he lands it for the people. 19 seconds remaining for Freestyle Foley.
Make some noise for Joe Foley, Axe. Let's lock in those scores. 20 seconds. Head to judgeszone.com.
Freestyle Foley back in action here tonight. What a freestyle run there for Joe Foley, the driver of Axe. Big air, big saves, lands the backflip. The score to beat, 9.203. Jacksonville, let's see that score for Axe. We got a new leader, 9.393. Take a look at the Super Luke Glued to the Action replay. We saw it all from Joe Foley and Axe here tonight. Big air, some nice wow moments, some great saves, and of course, the Morgan & Morgan backflip. Even with the pause in the clock, he still maintains a great solid run here. And now you have put him in the lead. He is the score to beat with a 9.323, or 9.393. You can see where we stand the freestyle competition leaderboard. Axe now in the top spot, followed by Megalodon, Vendetta, Mayhem, and Jurassic Attack. We've got El Toro Loco, Thunderoris, Classroom Crusher, and Avenger still on deck. There's the criteria up on the video board. Remember, our drivers must complete 30 seconds of their run to qualify for a score, and they must complete 60 seconds, otherwise they will get a 1-point deduction. We're moving on to our next driver up, Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. He saves it, continues on his run with 12 seconds left.
Make some noise for Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Let's lock in those scores. JudgesZone.com, you have 20 seconds.
A nice save there towards the end with 12 seconds left on the clock. Lands the Morgan & Morgan backflip. Armando Castro, El Toro Loco, a great run there. Big air, nice save. Time to get those scores locked in at JudgesZone.com. Your score to beat X 9.393. Your scores are locked in. Your score for El Toro Loco is a great score, 9.146. So a great run there for El Toro Loco, 9.146. A great score from you, the fans here at JudgesZone.com. But Freestyle Foley still in the lead, 9.393. We take a look at the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay there for Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. We've got our competition leaderboard. There you have it. Axe still at the top. Megalodon, El Toro Loco, Vendetta, Mayhem, and Jurassic Attack are your top 6. Coming up next, we got Cole Stevens, Thunderoris. Nine seconds remain. He goes for the 8-pack backflip ramp and continues on.
Make some noise for Cole Stevens, Thunderoris. Right now, Jacksonville, it's time to lock in those scores. JudgesZone.com, you have 20 seconds.
He is the only one so far that has landed and even tried to attempt the Morgan & Morgan 8-pack backflip ramp. And you can see there on the super glue glued to the action replay, huge air, getting some nice air time there for Cole Stevens and Thunder Roar. Some great saves as well. Scores are locked in. Let's see that score for Thunder Roar up on the video board. 9.106. Another great score there, a high score from you, the fans here in Jacksonville, as we are going to come down to our last 4 drivers on deck. Classroom Crusher, Avenger, Lucas Stabilizer, and Zombie. And there you have it, where we stand in our freestyle competition. Joe Foley and Axe is the score to beat, 9.393, followed by Megalodon, El Toro Loco, Thunder Roar, Vendetta, and Mayhem. Those are your top 6 here in Monster Jam Freestyle. Our BKT overall event points leaderboard, Zombie is in the lead with 21 points. There's a 3-way tie for second. Classroom Crusher, Lucas Stabilizer, and Mayhem all share 19 points apiece. El Toro Loco currently sitting with 16, and Jurassic Attack is in 6th with 13 points. Coming up next, we got Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher.
Make some noise for Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. Lock in those scores, 20 seconds, judgeszone.com.
Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher, he says goodbye to the fiberglass body. You can see an inside look right now, inside of the chassis there. Make some noise right now, one more time for Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. Nothing left of the Monster Jam truck there for that young driver. And it is now time to let him know what you think about that run here at judgeszone.com. You've got 4 seconds left on the clock. The score to beat is X 9.393. There is a 3,000th of a point difference. Take a look at the video board. 9.390. Good enough for second right now for Classroom Crusher. The super glued to the action replay on the video board, lands the Morgan to Morgan backflip, continues on his run, and that's where we see the wild run from Camden Murphy, sheds that fiberglass body off and continues on with some big air and some wild driving there. We are going to check in with our friends over in Arlington, Texas. It was brother versus brother, the Andersons in JCB Racing. Ryan Anderson, son of a digger, going up against his older brother, Adam Anderson, and Gravedigger. But who would be your winner? It would be Adam Anderson and Gravedigger taking home the JCB Racing win. And of course, you can check in right now on youtube.com/monsterjam for Stadium Championship Series West, who is in Arlington, Texas. We're going to continue on here with our next driver, Jim Kohler, Avenger. Clock is paused for Avenger. He still has the green light there on our staging lights at the far end of each of our race lanes here at the end zones. Waiting for our USHRA safety officials to give us the official word that he can continue on. He is 4 seconds short for fulfilling that 15 seconds. They're telling him to refire. We're just trying to see if he's going to be able to refire Avenger and continue on. And unfortunately, there will be no score for Jim Kohler and Avenger. He is not able to refire, so he does not get a score. He did not complete 15 seconds of his run, or 30 seconds of his run.
Monster Jam fans, it's time for us to have fun here in the stands. Oh yeah, we are going to spin the Monster Jam wheel. You guys ready for that? Jacksonville, let's put up the wheel. See where it lands. Got a black wheel today. Oh, everybody get those babies up. Hold them high. Come on. Hold your babies up. Hold them up. Let's see them. Ha 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 ha. Let's see all those babies, baby. No way. Thank you so much for spinning the Monster Jam wheel and the Simba Cam. Make some noise if you're ready for more Monster Jam.
Get those trucker horn signals going for our next competitor, Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer.
Let's hear it for Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. 20 seconds is on the clock. Let's lock in those scores. JudgesZone.com.
Well, even turned upside down, Cynthia is still blowing the horn there for Lucas Stabilizer. Get those scores locked in at JudgesZone.com. We want to know what you think about that run. We're taking a look at the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay right now. Some big air, some crazy moments there from your 2019 World Finals High Jump champion. Your scores are locked in. Keep in mind, your score to beat right now is 9.393 in Axe. Your score for Lucas Stabilizer, 7.980.
Hanging out with the El Toro Loco team down here in crew seating. We've got Armando Castro, driver of El Toro Loco, and his crew chief, Daniel Lopez. Daniel, I'm going to go ahead and start with you. Talk to us about what an experience it's been like working with this guy, Armando, this year.
You know, it's been really fun. Me and him grew a bond last year, and I mean, we're having a lot of fun. We're the new kids on the block. We came from arenas into stadiums, so we're having a lot of fun, learning a lot too. So, I mean, it's just a lot of fun.
And talk to us about how one of the things, when it comes to keeping the trucks running, it's not just fixing what's broken, it's everyday maintenance as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. I just got to check every single nut and bolt on that truck, make sure it's all tight and ready to go so he can go out there and have fun and go crazy like he did earlier.
And Armando, I want to ask you, as a driver, I know that watching freestyle is really exciting, but also as a fan at heart, you love watching freestyle as well.
Yeah, you know, I grew up in these seats right here like many of these fans here watching and wishing one day that I could be a Monster Jam driver, and here I am, you know, living my childhood dream. Let me be the inspiration, guys. I came from no motorsports background. I just worked very hard and never took no for an answer. It's my first time here in Jacksonville, Florida, and we burned it down here for you Monster Jam fans. Are you guys enjoying Monster Jam Freestyle? Make some noise!
Jacksonville! We got one driver left in freestyle. Make some noise for Bari Musauer in Sabi!
Let's hear it for Bari Musauer Zombie. What did you think, Jacksonville? Lock in those scores. JudgesZone.com. 20 seconds is on the clock.
What a way to end a freestyle run with the big save. Bari Musauer Zombie awaits your score, and this will be for not only the overall event championship, but it will extend his points lead in the series season's points chase. Your scores are locked. Your score to beat, Joe Foley X, 9.393. Jacksonville, let me see that score. 9.601. He is your Monster Jam Freestyle winner. And now we're going to add those points to the total, and we're going to crown an overall event champion. Take a look at the video board. Your BKT overall event champion, Bari Musauer Zombie.
Bari, it seems like right now you are unstoppable. Incredible momentum rolling into this event. You've got your friends, you've got your family here as well. How does it feel to clinch another victory right here in your home state of Florida, but also the last event here at Everbank Stadium for the next 3 years?
Man, all I got to say is Duval! Jacksonville, man, what a night! You guys have been amazing. I see the zombie arms all across Everbank Field. You know, this is really special. You know, my crew chief, Julian, right here, I can't take all the credit. He makes sure this truck is right and tight and ready to go every time on the track. I'm living a childhood dream out here, you know. I dream to do this, and thanks to Monster Jam and Feld Entertainment, we get to do it at a high level, you know. And it's all for you guys, the fans. We love you. We'll see you next time. Woo!
Well, congratulations to Bari Musauer and Zombie, who is our overall event champion. And of course, you picked him. All right, Jabari, you picked him. You were right.
I picked Bari Musauer. Da-doom-doom-doom-doom-doom. Da-doom-doom-doom-doom-doom. What'd you guys think? You guys enjoyed Monster Jam Jacksonville?
They absolutely did. What an incredible night here for Bari Musauer and Zombie. He is now 26 points in the lead in our series season's points chase. He was 2 points in the negative coming into tonight's event. And wow, look at that. 416 points now. He is in our series season's points chase at the top of the leaderboard.
Yes,
I mean,
he
what
is.
an incredible night here, Jabari. Did you have fun?
I had so much fun. You know, last year, Kay, we got rained out. I was here the entire time, but I got a chance to spend all evening with all the fans at Everbank Stadium. Make some noise if you had a good time.
The rain held off. We didn't have a rain event here, so that is good news as we end things here in Jacksonville for the next 3 years. We are going to miss you guys so much. Of course, we hopefully will be back here in the 2028 season. On behalf of KCG and Jabari Thomas here, getting the good prediction here. I am Kay Young. We hope you had fun, and we'll hope to see you at our next Monster Jam.
Stay classy, beautiful people.